Boobs
looking
are
at
back, though.
No, you're looking at bad butts and good boobs.
Like me, brother!
Did we just become best friends?
Yup!
And we are back. Today's podcast is brought to you by YA Titties, the quarterback of the New York Giants in the 1950s. Leandro, we were talking previously, no, maybe not last,
4 seconds ago.
about your extensive sports knowledge.
Or lack thereof.
Now, why do you you just don't have an interest in sports?
I think it's a waste of my time. 100%.
Okay, but reading.
Unless you are in the sport or making money out of the sport.
Okay, I mean, in theory, you're right, but
Mm-hmm.
what do you do? Like we talked about hobbies. You said you read Zoroastrianism books and Taoism.
So the way
But like, that's just a hobby. So sports is just a hobby for some people.
So the way I see it is this, okay? So I'm in a I'm in a lower level paying job, right? You have a good paying job. I don't know how great it is, but it's pretty good.
You don't know my pockets.
I can see that we're in a house right now and I don't have one. And you have no loan.
How much do you think I make a year?
Somewhere in the six figures.
Which
roll.
part of the six figures?
I don't, you know what
Give
you
me a
want
salary guess.
me to,
I'll tell you if you're right.
maybe 100 and you just got a raise, a promotion.
How do you know that?
Because you told me. I was thinking in your
I told him
pockets.
as I threw a $100 bill in his face.
I got your social.
And
You walk past him on the street.
so maybe
and
like
he's
110, 120.
Oh yeah.
Close?
Oh yeah. No, I don't know.
You don't know.
I mean, I know my salary, but my salary is like comprehensive. Like, I get a bonus.
Oh, okay.
I get other things.
So what was I?
I get a clothing allowance.
So I'm going
I don't
on your
get
base
I don't get a
salary or your total salary by the end of the year?
my total salary.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm close. So you
Well,
almost,
you're like within $100,000.
that's within 100 grand of my salary as well.
His salary is actually $10 a year.
Yeah.
So I see it.
What would
this
you do if
way.
I actually got paid less than you? And this is all from like manifesting.
I'm gonna get to manifesting real quick. Fuck, whatever you did, you sold your soul.
We
sign
actually
me up.
had a teacher in high school.
Mhm.
Her name was Miss Vasto. I guess that's her real name. So Miss Dasto.
Mhm.
She was our health teacher. She used to like manifest. She thought manifesting was a big deal, but she called it sparkling. So she would
Horrible.
say like
That's pretty dumb.
she
horrible.
would say, "Has Amanda ever told you about her?"
No, because that's stupid. Manifesting is way of a better
She
word
said
than
She claims at
sparkling.
one point she broke her ankle, but she was 5 miles away from her house because her car broke down.
So she sparkled home.
Sparkle is blood.
She went into alpha mode.
Are you sure she wasn't like delirious?
Hold on, I'm serious. She went into alpha mode, and she ran home because
She
sparkled.
ran home, not even walked.
No, she ran home.
I'm gonna call bullshit.
She's a really nice lady, and some people are just into different
That
things.
shit never happened. It never happened.
Listen, the only person who knows on that day
Is her.
is the car, her ankle.
You know what the only
And the
solution is
sparkles.
for this? We gotta go break her ankle again and see if she can do it a second time.
She's a little older now. I don't.
Sparkle the fuck home on that one.
Damn straight.
Yeah, what do you think about that though? In general, like,
Manifesting?
yeah,
Sparkling?
manifesting.
Let's
in
call
life.
it sparkling. This is a sparkling podcast.
Yeah, we're the number one sparkle
I-
podcast.
I think to some capacity it works, and not magically, but more so like if you want to manifest a better job, you want to manifest, I guess, you walking home, you can sort of brainwash yourself into working hard, you know?
Or walking
So I
home.
want this job position. I'm not going to be lazy the entire time and expect it to come
Leandro
to me.
basically manifested this podcast.
I can manifest many things, yeah.
He was always just like chirping in my ear. When are we going to start the podcast, Abby?
Yeah,
When are we
it's a
going to
seed.
start the podcast?
Just have to let the seed grow.
When are we going to start the
a
podcast?
tree.
I'm going to take over the
Leandro-
world. Joe
Leandro
Rogan's got nothing
planted
on
his
me.
seed
You
in
got
you.
shit on me. I got a full head of hair still.
I think Joe Rogan actually still has hair. I think
On the sides.
I think that's a baller move. He chooses to shave it.
He actually got that procedure where you cut out a strip of hair out of
I
the
have a
back of
friend
your
who
head
has that.
and slap it on the front. So he probably has a solid line of hair
Just a
and then bald.
I've
and
ever-
then
That's called hair plugs, right?
no. Hair
is?
plugs is they remove each individual follicle out of your hair and inject it into a hole on your head.
Yeah, but
he got a
that's- But
strip.
they usually take it from a strip in the back.
No.
I would
Unless
say
we
that.
do like we can go to Turkey and do it. They do it pretty cheap there, I heard.
Well, yeah,
I
a
actually
lot
heard
of
they
guy-
have some
yeah.
good plastic
You know what's
surgery in
funny?
Turkey.
So the planes out of Turkey are full of men with
Yeah.
that strip on their forehead and in the back of their head, and the flights from Dominican Republic have all these women, let's call them, with BBLs. Fun fact.
I thought BBL's a Mexico thing.
No, it's Dominican Republic nowadays.
I think
100%.
doesn't Colombia do it too?
He just always
I
takes.
think they have jeans.
He always. What do you mean jeans?
like Colombian. You know the Colombian women who made those jeans that they brought it to everything
Apple
else. now.
bottoms?
What makes the bottom of your ass look like an apple? Yeah. It's like the jeans where it's like under your ass. It's a little darker.
Don't you think the 2020s are the decade we're bringing boobs back? I think asses are tired.
No.
I think.
I think we are because hear me
Nah,
out.
Not even close.
The whole internet goes
You're on the wrong side of history here.
bananas.
Thank you.
Bananas for Sydney Sweeney's.
Savannah bananas?
She has
Yeah.
very real, perfect breasts.
Respectfully.
That was
those are
Respect- yeah, I
few
was
and
gonna
far
say.
between.
Respectfully.
That was a
We love you, Sydney Sweeney.
Sydney Sweeney has perfectly round.
Listen, Sydney
I-
Sweeney.
I
you
think
don't
you're on
need-
the wrong side of history
Thank
saying
you,
that boobs
thank
are
you.
back. I
You-
think butts are always
No,
gonna
I
be
think
it.
You're
boobs
looking
are
at
back, though.
You're looking at bad butts and good boobs. You see, like
That's literally my search online.
yeah, good but
That's
bad.
what Abby searches in his porn searches. Bad butts and good boobs.
Exactly, because
Yeah.
it's like you can have bad boob jobs, and a lot of the people who get BBLs have no clue what
I'm
they're
telling
doing.
you,
they don't put in the time.
I
the
want to.
work, the
I'm
effort.
an innovator in the world. I'm always first to the game.
Boobs are so
I was
90s.
on TikTok before Charlie D'Amelio had 1 million subs.
You're on
I'm
that
telling
Chinese
you,
TikTok.
2020,
Back in when it was Musically.
back when it was Musically, I did download it. Shout out,
Musically.
LL
there was
Cool
some
J.
annoying bitch in New York City that like turned me onto it.
Okay,
Not
all right.
She's not a bitch. We respect.
no, she is.
We respect.
No, she is. Julia is her name. She's
Julia
bitch.
Black?
No, fuck Julia Black.
Uncut Jams.
Uncut Zams. Yeah, no. So going back to that, yeah, I think I'm gonna be first here. I think we're gonna be watching this podcast in like a year, and when boobs are back,
I think.
I'm gonna be crowned as the king of boobs.
Listen, I'll say this: the female form is in forever. So no matter what you say,
that was beautiful.
I love a female body.
I just cried a little
Boobs,
bit.
butt, anything. What I'm
Remember when
against
dad
is
bods were in?
I think
guys?
they're still in.
I-
Kanye West doesn't have a six pack.
I kind of need
Pete
them to
Davidson
still be
doesn't
in.
have a six
Nobody
pack.
thinks of Kanye West as a sexual
They
icon.
think of Pete Davidson as one.
Yeah,
but
I don't get that.
he
one.
also doesn't have a dad body.
He looks
He's
like a tube sock.
That's the best.
And he has dark eyes like I do. Like a
No,
raccoon.
no. We don't butthole eye shame on this podcast. He has an autoimmune disease.
I might too then, because my eyes are dark as
Tube
shit.
sock was the best I've ever
Yeah, I
heard
think you
Pete
actually
Davidson
might.
described.
I might.
Well, you said in the last podcast
I'm
you were
anemic?
anemic.
Yeah, that might be it then. I haven't taken my iron in a couple of weeks.
Do you ever cook with a cast iron skillet?
No, but I also heard you can buy these metal fish. It's made out of like iron as well,
He's
and then when
right.
you cook a stew,
He's right.
it leaches
Yeah,
out.
you can leave it in there and like it gives you the natural iron.
Yeah, but I could just take pills. Fuck it.
I mean, you do it anyway.
But what I'm all for is the
Shout out
female
pharmacists.
form. Keep yourself together, okay? I'm not about fat shaming,
no,
but I'm not
no,
against it.
no. What do you mean you're not?
I'm not about it. I'm not going to fat shame anyone. But
Okay.
but if it's not hateful, because this is the thing, right? I grew up in a Dominican household, and you grew up in who would have guessed? And you grew up in a Filipino household, and I can't speak for Filipino. Oh, half
was-
Filipino.
half German.
Yeah, it was the worst like Filipino household of all time.
I know
Heil
Asian
Philippines.
cultures.
We didn't have a rice cooker.
Asian cultures will shame the shit out of you, and look how they look. Great. You know, Dominicans, they'll shame you.
Preference, I guess.
They'll shame you, and it's never like a hateful shame. It's like,
So we're not going to be.
Oh.
So we're not going to be a body
oh,
positive.
Abby, you're looking a little big. What happened?
Yeah,
You see, and then you don't
actually
jump off a cliff.
Actually,
you
no,
get to
no,
the
no.
gym.
No, Spanish people are fuckers, man.
My re.
Yeah,
Because
they fuck a
growing-
lot.
Mi re.
Because no, not like actually. Because
okay.
growing up, I was always too skinny, so they would always be like, "Cómelo, cómelo, cómelo, compan, eat,
You
eat,
went
eat,
out-
eat."
you went off
yeah.
the deep end.
And they would tell you to eat, 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 and then finally you return back to Spain in your triumphant return in 2017 when you're 265 pounds and everyone sees you walking down the street like fucking
They should've
Sasquatch.
put a crown on
And
you.
then-
named
and then
you
they're
King
like-
of Spain.
Then
Oh,
they,
Abby, weren't you like 99 pounds going into like 10th grade?
yeah, and then their eyes open wide,
They were.
and you know what the first thing these smelly motherfuckers, mind you, because
was
half of them
all-
don't wear deodorant.
all natural.
I'm
I
allowed
be-
to say this because I'm
I
Spanish.
believe in that. I believe in that.
They fucking go up to me. The first thing they do when they haven't seen me in like 8 years, they
From-
pat my stomach and they say, "Oh, eating well, huh?" Fuck you, yeah. I got a job that pays anywhere from $10,000 to $210,000.
Without fat shaming, though, he said you were 99 in 10th grade, right? So that's when they last saw
I
you.
was 78.
You were 3 times heavier
78
than they
pounds.
last saw you.
I was 78 pounds.
So you were guaranteed 3 to 4 times heavier
Yeah.
than the last Abby they saw. How heavy are you now? Or
Uh,
at your peak, at your wedding, how heavy
I
were
put
you?
on a little bit of holiday weight.
But at your wedding, how
Well,
much you weigh?
happy wedding weight.
The wedding, I wasn't at my skinniest. I was probably like, which is good. Shout out Steve. My buddy Steve said to sandbag the wedding photos because you know what every relationship does? They make a big mistake here.
Mm.
They spend like $10,000 to $15,000 on wedding photos, right?
Okay. Yeah, that's fucking
These professional photos that
crazy.
you spend, you get like 10,000 shots of you edited, beautiful and stuff, and you're working out and you're grinding your dick off and you're not eating for weeks or
Dust.
months.
Suck
And
for
then
Caleb.
what happens is in 10 years, when your wife is pissed off at you and she's lusting after the 25-year-old guy in your office, she looks back on your wedding photos, looks at you now, and says, "What a worthless piece of shit he's become." But if you
Because you
sandbag,
have-
but if you sandbag your wedding photos and you put on a little bit of holiday weight for
Yeah,
them,
and then
and
lose
then
it.
you lose it
How
in
about
10
this?
years.
How about
Fucking
this for an idea?
go.
How about
I was
this for an idea?
I was like 223. I'm walking around like 233 right now.
That's great too. And here, how about this for an idea?
When I was in
you
Montauk in
watchers?
2019, I was 197.
How about that's pretty good too.
Nice.
That's
When
what
was
they were
that?
expecting
I
in
was
Spain.
hot.
When was that?
2 years ago,
And how about this?
I was
Okay.
I was working.
How about you don't quit after your wedding, you fuckers? Okay. How about right now?
No, you know what it
you
is though.
put good products in your skin, hair, eat a good diet today. So in 30 years,
This greasy ass is
you
telling
look
me
great.
about.
Listen, this is coconut oil in my face. Natural. What do I use in my hair? Natural. No paraffins. No anything.
You said literally
Body,
yesterday.
black African soap all over this body.
literally,
All natural.
literally yesterday. You said you were losing your hair.
Losing my hair because I wasn't doing all natural things. I'm
He
starting today.
started last night.
He started
I
last.
didn't say start yesterday. I said start today. You can't turn back time, but you can start today.
It's always time to turn over a new leaf, Abby.
yeah.
He started last night after we
And-
shamed him into this.
And being 100% healthy doesn't replace genetics.
Okay, Leandro. First
I'm
of all,
destined to lose my hair. This is destiny. The pick
first
of
of
destiny.
all, I've never seen a human drink more Coca-Cola on planet Earth than you and your
Starting
significant other.
today, have you seen me drink a Coke? No.
Literally,
I
yes.
have not seen
wait,
him drink one Coca-Cola
Jack,
today.
tell the story. Affirm this for me. Yesterday,
That was my last
he
Coke.
Saturday.
he snuck into my basement
Without your
and
knowledge.
found a stash of Coca-Cola
Went
that,
down. Well, he went downstairs saying, "I'm gonna go get water,"
that I
came-
keep in the house,
The
literally
secure of
just
a
for
lifetime.
Amanda
and then he came
Leandro.
back with a glass of Coke.
and he's preaching to me about, oh, it's all
There are no
natural.
studies.
But again, he hasn't drank Coke today, so new leaf. We're talking.
Yeah, that's true. We're manifesting.
We're manifesting.
We're sparkling a
Sparkling,
new future.
baby.
We're the #1 Sparkle
I'm
podcast.
part of the Fab Five, full of sparkles.
Sparkling and being fabulous.
and
Exactly.
sparkle those 5-star ratings on our podcast. Leandro, give him
Thank
a
you
little
so much.
outgoing.
I'm not about fat shaming, but I'm not against it. It isn't against you. People just have the best of intentions for you. Think about this in 5 years. When you have lost 80 pounds, like this guy, he loves himself today. Did he love himself yesterday? Probably, but today's a new day.
I
Much love.
I haven't lost 80 pounds, and I hate myself.
He was 260 pounds, and at one point he was 190, so pretty close. 70 pounds. But, that's a wrap.